So my name is Lindsay Nicholas, and I am the president and creative director of Lindsay Nicholas New York, which is a women's wear label based out of Melbourne. I think I went through a lot of phases when I was at school. I think I wanted to do everything, basically. And I think I thought that a lot of things weren't possible. Like being a fashion designer, I didn't even think that was a real job. I thought you would really have to have the skills when you were really young to know how to do it. So I guess I was sort of heading in a straight and narrow path. Like I guess I was thinking I would be a banker or not a doctor, because I don't like blood or anything like that. Was never good at cutting things open in school. But I guess I wanted to do a lot of different things, but I didn't know specifically what I wanted to do. Actually took a pivot. So I worked in marketing and advertising for most of my career, and then I started my label about 7 years ago, and it was just something that I'd always wanted to do. I had studied fashion design when I was younger, and just one day said the time is now. But I basically did it through a lot of hard work. I mean, there's no way you can skimp on hard work. If you want to get to an elevated place, it's going to take a lot of work, and it's going to take a bit of sacrifice, but if you love what you're doing, it won't feel like sacrifice. I think the benefits of running your own business. I mean, first of all, I would actually recommend to people that they don't start right out of the gates running their own business, because you want to see what it's like to work with different types of leaders, to work with different types of organizations. I think you need that foundation. But having your own business, once you're able to, like once you feel the ability to have it, I mean, certainly you have the autonomy to make decisions. So I make all the decisions for my company. I love input from other people, but at the end of the day, the decision lies with me. And then the disadvantages are that you work all the time. And when I say all the time, I mean all the time. Like you get home from work and the computer comes out again, and you're constantly looking for new sources of inspiration, and it definitely can take a lot of time from your life. So you have to be really, really prepared to give it your all, both financially and from a time perspective. Definitely get scared, without question. Always things that are in the unknown can be scary, and when you're doing something for the first time, it can be scary. So I think the best thing to do is have a good network around you of people that you can talk to, people that will listen to you, will give you advice. I think finding a mentor is an absolutely wonderful thing to do, someone who's done what you've done, so they can keep you from maybe walking into some of the mistakes that you're going to make. So that's something I actually wish I'd done earlier, was getting a mentor. But just having a good support system of people that believe in you is really, really important. You have to have confidence, without question. I mean, you really have to believe in what you're doing, whatever your product or your service is. You really have to believe in it, because people will know if you don't. So it's really being authentic, being your authentic self is really super, super, super important. And just, again, believing in yourself. You have to. If you don't believe in yourself to bring this product or service to somebody else, how can you expect that person to want to buy that product or service from you? Oh my gosh, there were so many obstacles, and they happen every day. I mean, I think the thing is, try not to make the same mistake twice, but you're always every new collection, there's always something that's gonna go wrong, and it's really how you handle it, how you resolve problems, how you work with your teams to make sure that people are on the journey with you, and that they wanna stay motivated, and they wanna stay looking ahead with you. But gosh, you would not have enough time for me to talk about all the things that can go wrong, all the mistakes that can happen, but it's really just getting up. You cannot let it, you can't stay in bed for 2 days because you had a mistake. You really just have to get up, dust your knees off, and just keep moving forward. I think trying new things is so important. If you don't try new things, you're never going to experience all the great opportunities that there are in life. And one thing to really understand, and I can't drive this point home enough, is that failure is not the opposite of success. You are going to fail if you try things. You absolutely are, and the only way you're going to be successful is by failing. And you're going to fail over and over and over again, and you'll have some success in there, but failure is actually how you learn to be successful. So don't be at all afraid of failure. It's going to happen. I think really do whatever you can. I know, everybody goes through phases where they're not confident, but really do believe in yourself. Everybody has a special gift. So you'll know what's inside you that feels right, that feels authentic to you, what your power is. You'll know that, and just surround yourself with people that support you. It's just so incredibly important to have a network of people that support you. If you have friends that, speak ill of you or don't support you, they're not really your friends. You really need to find people around you that truly, genuinely support you. So there's a great expression I heard once that you want the people that if you had a candle in a rainstorm, the person that would cover the candle, those are the people that you're friends. They're the candle coverers versus the people that will blow out your candle. You need to have really strong support systems, and then you'll believe in yourself because people believe in you. Just give things a try. I mean, everybody thinks that they don't know how to do something, and everyone thinks everybody else knows how to do it. And when you get older, you'll actually learn that a lot of people don't know what they're doing. And even at older ages, people still need to ask questions, and there's no such thing as a stupid question. Like, I go to meetings with people in their 40s, and they might be asking a question that I might be surprised they didn't know the answer, but they're asking the question. So stay curious and always ask questions, because it's very important for your growth.